So I just woke up, passed out pretty early after going to work yesterday. And I'm reading about this protest that was going on in uptown Charlotte tonight. Looks like somebody's been shot. They're in critical condition. 4 police officers have been injured with non-life-threatening injuries. Uh, Something like another 16 cops were injured yesterday. And this is all because Keith Lamont Scott was shot and killed by police officers off of Old Concord Road. His daughter said he was just sitting there reading a book, minding his own business like he does every day, waiting for his son to get off the school bus. The police officers are saying that he jumped out of the vehicle holding a gun and they felt threatened because they were there to serve a warrant to somebody else, and this guy was basically just a bystander that he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. He lost his life. Now, I don't know all the facts. I don't know if he did have a gun or if he really was just sitting there reading a book. Um, I didn't know he was shot by an undercover police officer that didn't have a body cam. That's why, they haven't released any footage. They don't have any body cam footage to release. Apparently they only have dash cam footage, and they haven't released that yet either, to my knowledge. I don't really have much to say, about the incident itself. All the facts are still up in the air. Um, there's, there's a dispute over whether he had a gun or a book. Uh, there's no way to know if he really was, seen as a real threat to the police officers, or if they just are using that as an excuse to kill another person. The cop that shot him, the undercover cop, was black. He was black. People are saying, oh, well, everybody's turning this into a racial issue and people need to stop being so racially divisive about this. It doesn't really matter that the cop was black. It doesn't change the fact that cops are killing mainly black people. You know, uh, the black cop was trained by a racist institution. So he might not hate black people because he is black, but the people that trained him to operate a certain way hate black people. So it just worries me, hearing about all this police brutality every fucking day. It's something new. Every day you hear more news about some unarmed black person being shot for no good reason, some young black teenager being shot for having a toy gun, or some, disabled black father being murdered for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, waiting for his son to get off the bus off Old Concord Road here in Charlotte. What worries me the most about all this is I have a son on the way who's going to be half black. And, if things keep going down this same path, it's not a very bright future for him as a black kid in Charlotte or a black kid in America, you know, I think we should just fucking up and move to Canada or England, you know. In England, they don't even carry guns. I mean, maybe like the SWAT people or whatever have guns, the counterterrorism people, but the regular police officers don't even carry guns. Australia, they don't carry guns. I'm just thinking of countries where we wouldn't have to learn a new language because fuck that. Ah. It's hard not to feel like the future of this country is doomed, at least for people of color, you know, and anybody that tries to stand up to the police. The police don't care. They shoot first and ask questions later. They don't care about protecting and serving. They care about protecting and serving the interests of the corporate elite. The police are the sword arm of the corporate elite. They don't give a shit about the average citizen. You know, the term cop is supposed to be an acronym for citizens on patrol. That's not what they are. They are soldiers, the sword arm of the elite. And they only have their interests in mind. It's not their job to protect and serve you, whether you're white, black, whatever. They're not out here to protect shit except themselves and their masters. The rich motherfuckers that are in control of the government, the politicians, the business people, you know, the fat cats, the people that have billions of dollars that lobby in order to get laws changed to protect their interests. The police are in those people's pockets. You think they're in your pocket because they get paid from your taxes. That's what I always hear. Well, you know, I pay them with my taxes, so they should treat me a certain way. You think that, but that's not the case. They don't give a fuck about you, the average proletarian. They don't give a fuck about you. They're the sword arm of the bourgeoisie, and that's all they give a shit about, is maintaining the status quo and keeping the poor people down, whether you're white or black or any other color. And so I'm worried, you know. I mean, I'm white. I'm poor, though. My kid's gonna be half white. We still gonna be poor, though. You know. If I was white and rich, maybe the cops would, you know, maybe I'd have a better chance. Maybe my son would have a better chance. But the way the fucking system is designed, you can't get ahead in this life working a fucking honest day's labor. You know, even what I get paid above minimum wage is hard just to fucking keep my head on above water, paying my bills and shit. You know. So fuck the police, and they want you to stay inside, right? Don't get involved in any protests. Don't do anything. Don't do anything stupid or rash. You know, don't get out in the streets and participate in violence. Well, fuck that. Violence is the language of the unheard. All right. If you feel like you need to go out and protest, you feel like you need to go out and riot, I'm not gonna fucking stop you. But just remember, it's us, the lower class, the poor people, against them, the rich people. This isn't about black versus white. This isn't about any specific racial demographic against any other racial demographic. This is rich versus poor. This is the soldiers of the corporate elite pissing on us little people, okay? And then letting us tell ourselves the narrative that it's about race to keep us divided, you know, so we don't come together as, you know, one class of people. They want us to divide ourselves along lines of color and creed that helps them. Don't play into it.